Hi everyone. I'm going to be demonstrating how you can differentiate by making content visible only to certain students or small groups of students by using groups and release conditions in Brightspace. So you'll see here I am in a course shell that is active. Just taking a peek now, we've got some content here. And perhaps this content is specifically for demo student one because they are on an IEP with modifications or alternative expectations. And so it would be easiest if they have a section on their own rather than having their work be scattered throughout the rest of the content. So what we'll do in order to make this section visible only to that student is set up groups by going to Course Tools and selecting Groups. We'll create a new category since we don't have any categories yet. And in this case, I'm going to call this Individual because in this case, what I'll do is create a group for each student on their own. So under Enrollment Type, I'm going to choose single user, member specific groups. I'm not going to worry about anything else here. I'm just going to click Save and click OK. It might take just a little bit for the groups to show. So as you can see, now every student is in a group on their own, just under that individual groups category. There are opportunities to create other groups. So if you wanted to do categories where perhaps it's a few students in the same group, perhaps you have a cluster for ISSP that's working on similar expectations, and so there's certain things that you need to get out just to that group of students, then you can create groups with multiple students within that group as well. So let's go back to the content and actually make it so that only demo student one is going to be able to see this content. So I'm going to highlight the whole tab. You'll notice that there's further activities or further sections within this unit, and it will apply to all those things that are underneath this unit. So that's why I prefer creating it as an entire unit section for them, because everything underneath it, those release conditions will continue to permeate through. So now that I've got it highlighted, I'm going to click the three dots and choose View Release Conditions. Right now, there is no release condition, but you can see that it says this activity is only visible to those people who satisfy its release conditions. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create. Under Condition Type, in order to find that group that we created, we're just going to go to Class List and Group Enrollment. Now what we can do is we can select the individual that we want it to go to. Okay. Now I'll click Create. So you'll see that all this condition must be met, that they are specifically this individual, demo student one. I'll click Save on that. It's visible if conditions are met. Okay, so you'll see now I'm in as demo student one, and I'm going to go over to the content just to make sure that I have access to everything. So you'll see I've got all the main tabs, and then I also have this tab that is just for me so that I'd be able to access those activities, learning opportunities that are specifically for me as demo student one. Now I'm in as demo student two. So let me go over to content, and you'll notice I do not see that section that was specified for demo student one because of those release conditions. I'm demo student two right now, so I don't have access to anything that has been indicated only for demo student one through those release conditions. Hopefully that this allows you to see the potential for differentiation with getting certain content to certain students when necessary in Brightspace.